Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Squashy, and this is a little bit of an older game. I've never got the chance to play it. The Stanley Parable. I hear it's a cheeky romp, perhaps maybe a riot through an office and choices and stuff. I don't know. Let's play. Yay! Never the end is... What? End is never the 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 end. It's never the end, it's never the end. Come on, you bish. Load.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. I don't know how to interact with anything. I don't want to leave. I want to keep working. I'm a useful member of society! No?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I feel short. Where's the meeting room? I also feel a little glidey. Is that the meeting room? No. Okay. Is that the meeting room? No? Okay. It's a weirdly laid out office.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Okay. So this is where things get fun. I can be a conformist and listen to the narrator or do whatever I want. I've never been good at following rules.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Maybe. Hello, employee lounge.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Maybe I didn't. Maybe I ran around. Can I interact with stuff? Can I can crouch.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Extremely. Alright. Let's see, can we... Coffee
At this point,
nut.
Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Oh, asshole. This is fun.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Oh, this is awesome. I'm gonna crouch walk. What does that say? Fuel? Yeah. Okay.
But at last,
We'll
he'd
move
had
on.
enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
This is funny. Interesting. Oh. It's a little disconcerting. So I just played Alien. It's a little interesting hearing doors close behind me. Freaks me. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse, $1,000. Penalty for jumping, $5,000.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I guess that's one type of ending. That's awesome. Yeah, cool. And it starts me back in my room. Alright, so...
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yeah.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps. But perhaps not. I wish I could sprint.
When Stanley came to
Nope.
a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley
Going back
knew it
through.
perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire
I like that
it.
place. That place was fun.
Wow. Yes.
Yeah.
This room. What a beautiful room.
Awesome room.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the
right.
first open door on his left.
No, but we're not going to jump this time. Okay.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Key card. I wonder... I can... See, I can't jump. Cargo lift.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
What? Can I go back? Her. Okay. Narrator? There's a black door.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone. As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Yeah,
No,
I
that wasn't supposed to
don't
be
do
a
phone
choice.
calls.
How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Oh.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
What? 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 Practice?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Whoa. Please, I'm begging. Stop, 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 stop. Danger everywhere. Danger. Yeah, things seem to be going very poorly. For our friend here, Stanley. So, this game is awesome. I'm actually really kind of upset that I've never played this before, and I never got to experience any of this. That was so cool. Hey, so if you guys like this and you guys want me to keep going, please go ahead, like the video, share the video, subscribe to my channel, let me know, comment me, or comment the videos. I don't care. Let me know in some way, shape, or form that you want me to keep doing this. Oh, man. This is awesome. It's it's hilarious. How many choices do you make a day? I think I make like 9. Or like 10. So, let me know how many you make. Oh, man. Oh, that's awesome. Unfortunately, though, there's no save mechanic. Oh. Unfortunately, though, doesn't seem to be like a save mechanic, so I like need to remember what I'm doing so I can come back and pick it up. But I did read that this game can take about an hour and a half to 2 hours if you don't really kind of like smell the roses or anything like that. You just kind of progress normally through the game. I've also heard that there's apparently an achievement for finishing it in like under 4 minutes, so this game can be speedran as well. I don't know enough about the game, but yeah, if you guys want me to keep playing, please let me know. This is awesome. Alright guys, thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. If you liked it, go ahead and like, subscribe, yada yada yada, you know, the things that every YouTuber says at the end of their video. See you guys later.
It's
Okay.
Yeah, actually I was thinking about it, you can take it to that.